sound speeds. And if you happen to have an Amazon Echo device in your house, then here's a friendly warning for you. I'm going to be using the wake words Alexa and Echo quite a bit in this video. So if those happen to be the words that are used to wake your device, then you might want to hit mute on it, unplug it, or something of the like, because my voice, if you're not listening on headphones or earbuds, may be enough to start tripping out your Alexa device at your house. And I would hate to do that and suddenly have it programmed to do some weird, crazy things. Now, if you're not familiar with these devices, they are both a combination and probably equal parts, let the truth be known, both cool and creepy. Cool because they are connected to the internet and you can ask them all kinds of random things. Creepy because they are connected to the internet and you can ask them all kinds of things. But more so than that, they are constantly listening to you. Now, in this particular device, this is an Amazon Echo Spot, which has 4 microphones at the top, just like the Dot does. Now, the Dot, it looks like a kind of a glorified coaster. It's like a little flat device. It also has 4 microphones. The original Amazon Echo is like a tall tube, and it has 7 microphones on top. And the more modern versions, like the Show, have as many as 8. So it's kind of cool that they have all these different microphones on there because of what it does, but it's also creepy. And that's the reason why I wanted to do this video, because unlike many microphones that you would use for something like a podcast or film, perhaps use, those would be more near field microphones used close in near proximity. And the microphones on these devices are far field, designed to pick up your voice at a far distance away. Now, what's kind of cool about these particular devices is that because it has so many different microphones pointed and tuned to different directions, then if I'm over here, it could pick up multiple different microphones at the same time, could hear my voice. And because there's multiple microphones picking up my voice, it can run some calculations and determine what is the noise in the room and eliminate that noise off of all the different microphones. And then it can hear your voice even better, which is kind of creepy and kind of cool at the same time, especially considering that for only $35, you can get one of these little bitty coaster looking doodads that's connected up to the cloud. You can ask it whatever questions you want to, including the weather or the time of day, all kinds of different things. And it has 4 microphones built into it. Now, the more fancy ones obviously have more, but I'm going to kind of go ahead and leap ahead and get into the actual core of this video, because you're probably familiar with these devices and what they do, but you might not be familiar with exactly how it does. Now, one of the cool things about this is that I can ask it all kinds of different questions, but one of the things you can also do is train it to learn your voice. Now, that is both good and bad, because if you train it to know your voice, you can do things like block out people that aren't you, and therefore it won't answer anybody's questions unless they are you. But at the same time, you're also building a voice profile for the device, and that is going to potentially get you in trouble down the line if they happen to share their resources with anybody. Like we know that some of the genetic DNA sampling people are now sharing it with the government. Who knows if down the line, or even right now, if Amazon is doing that with your voice profile. I don't know. This is speculation. I'm just wondering. Because it is a very cool technology, but it's also potentially valuable. Now, a voice profile, if you were to create one of those for one of these devices, it is going to be listening to your voice, the way you read certain words and how you put together sentences. It's going to hear the different tone that you use, the accent you use, all the different characteristics that make up your voice. And then it's going to use that to piece together what you're saying at a farther distance away. Now, as we know, when you're closer up to a microphone, then your voice is going to be deeper than it is if you're across the room. And that's the reason why those little bitty small diaphragm microphones that are built into these things are pretty cool, because they are tuned to pick up your voice at a far distance away, which is going to mainly be mids and highs at those kinds of distances across the room. There could be echoes coming from, reverberation off of walls. There could be televisions and stuff in the background, all kinds of different noises. And that's one of the things that's kind of cool about these is its ability to filter out noise. For example, Alexa, what is my name?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
Okay, now, it's pretty quiet in here. Granted, I could be doing all kinds of things. And you can hear this on this microphone, which is intentionally put about the same distance away as the microphones over here. Now, keep in mind, this here is microphones designed for more close miking, and these are more tuned to being farther away. But let me make some noise and see if it can still identify who I am. Alexa, who am I? Didn't even hear me that time. Alexa, what's my name?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
All right, let's take it up to the next level. Alexa, what's my name?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
Alexa, what's my name?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
That was pretty loud. Alexa, what is my name? Oh, it didn't even hear me that time. Alexa, what is my name? Didn't hear me again. Granted, I am being pretty aggressive here. Let's try it one more time. Irritated her. Alexa, what is my name?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
That's pretty good, because when we talk about signal to noise ratio, that is the signal that you care about to the background noise or noise in general in your environment that you don't care about. And the fact that this device here, with its little bitty small tiny microphones that are randomly arranged on the thing, or not really randomly, but you know what I mean, it's able to pick up pretty decently and filter out the undesirable sounds to determine what it is that I'm saying. Now, granted, I was pretty aggressive in that test, and I didn't even think about using the water bottle until I just grabbed for the thing. There I go, doing yet another thing that I hadn't even planned on. But here's what I am planning on doing in this video, is showing you exactly how creepy this thing can identify your voice, and how. For example, it can identify my voice if I'm speaking normal. Alexa, who am I?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
Now let me change up my voice just a little bit. Alexa, what is my name?
I think you're Alan. This is Alan's account.
Alexa, what is my name?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
Alexa, what is my name?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
See how creepy this is? It can actually identify me pretty well over all of this. Let me try to see if I can somehow channel my inner Mike Delgaudio and make my voice deep. Alexa, what is my name?
Alan is speaking. You're in Alan's account.
It can even identify me. It's probably thinking this guy's crazy at this point, because that was obviously nothing like Mike Delgaudio, and this thing knows it. So let me try a couple more things and see if I can trick it. Alexa, what is my name?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
It can identify my voice when it doesn't sound anything like it. Or maybe it does sound like it. Alexa, what is my name?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
How it's able to tell me from that, I have no idea. Alexa, what is my name?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
Alexa, what is my name?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Finally, I got
Could you
her.
repeat your calculation?
Alexa, who am I?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
I don't think I sound anything like that normally, do I? Okay, now, granted, this microphone is close. These microphones are also close. I'm going to try a couple more things here, perhaps in blocking off some of the other frequencies in my voice and making myself sound more distant. So I'm going to start by whispering behind my hands. Alexa, who am I? I actually was breathing in as I spoke. Let's try that again. Alexa, who am I? So that time I got her, because at this point the microphone is barely able to pick up my voice through all this because I'm whispering extremely quiet. So let me try this again, just normal.
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
So when I put barriers up in between my voice and her, she's able to determine that. Alexa, who am I? Oh, she's listening. I'm only turning this thing towards me because it keeps putting up my city, and I don't want to be doxxed all over the internet. So, Alexa, who am I?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
Alexa, who am I?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
Alexa, who am I?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
How can I identify that? I have no idea. Alexa, who am I?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
Alexa, who am I?
I'm talking to Alan. This is Alan's account.
How does it know me? I don't know how this thing is able to identify me. Alexa, what is my name? Alexa, what is my name?
As a pronoun, my is usually defined as a
Alexa,
form of the possessive.
Go home. Alexa, what is my name?
Alan is speaking. You're in Alan's account.
So that's what I mean by both cool and creepy, equal parts at that. It's kind of cool what it's able to do, but it's also creepy in the fact that it's listening all the time, listening for those wake words. Now, if you happen to have a spouse or there's adults in your house that you want to be able to use the device, but not the children. For example, if you have it set up to vocally, like if you say, buy this particular item, and it'll just go ahead and buy it and start sending it to you, it may be worth your while to tell it not to listen to the children. Because if you happen to have a 5-year-old like I do that loves to talk to our devices and just have it play random music or something like that, then it may be worth your while, because right now she does not know that it can order things. And I like that, but it also does have security on there, so she can't just order randomly. But if you do decide to use something like that, then keep in mind that is something you can do, set up a voice profile. Granted, who knows what Amazon's going to do with it in the future, but for right now, it is a coolness factor that you do have. So even if you are in the kitchen doing the dishes with the water running and your face facing away from it, and you happen to have your mouth full of food, your device may actually be able to understand you when you speak to it. But isn't that kind of creepy? Is it just me?
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Sound Speeds, and be sure to tune in the future for more interesting things about sound and sound advice.
What she said. Have a question you'd like answered or want to add something? Be sure to write it in the comment section down below. You can also make a suggestion for future topics of discussion. Again, comment section down below, or you can email me at soundspeeds@yahoo.com. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on future sound advice.